After 60, the muscles in our legs don't just weaken, they shrink at a rate up to twice as fast as they did in our 30s or 40s. That means if our legs still feel strong today, in just a few years, something as simple as standing up from a chair or stepping onto a stair could become a real challenge. The problem is just how much we eat, but whether we're eating in a way that truly works for our own bodies. And this is something 99% of older adults have never really paid attention to: personalized nutrition. No two of us are exactly alike. The same serving of meat or fish might give one person all the protein they need to rebuild muscle, while for another, only a fraction is absorbed because digestion and metabolism have changed with age. This difference is what determines whether our muscles are rebuilt or continue to waste away. When we learn to choose foods and eating patterns based on our genes, our metabolic rate, and our personal health status, we can protect and restore leg muscles far more effectively than with any one-size-fits-all diet. In today's video, we're going to explore why personalized nutrition is the key to keeping our legs strong, fighting muscle loss, and most importantly, knowing exactly what we need to add, in what amount, and at what time of day. Stay with me until the end, because I'll share a simple roadmap that can change the way our legs move and feel for years to come. If you believe this topic matters, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with loved ones. Let's get started. 1. The mechanism of personalized aging. Once we reach 60, the changes aren't just on the surface in our skin or hair, but deep inside our muscle cells. The rate of protein synthesis, the process of turning dietary protein into new muscle fibers, drops sharply. This is partly because the enzymes involved are less active, and partly because the transport of nutrients into the cells isn't as efficient as before. That means even if we eat the same amount of protein we did when we were younger, our bodies can't use it as effectively to build muscle. This is why so many older adults notice their muscles getting weaker, even when their meals still include plenty of meat, fish, and eggs. The concept of personalized aging comes from this reality. Instead of applying the same diet to everyone, it uses each person's own data like genetic traits, metabolic speed, medical history, and digestive capacity to design the most effective eating plan. For example, some people carry a gene variant that reduces their ability to process leucine, an amino acid critical for triggering muscle protein synthesis. For them, protein sources should focus on easily absorbed leucine, such as whey protein, salmon, chicken, or well-cooked legumes. Others may struggle to absorb vitamin D, so even with plenty of fatty fish or eggs, their blood vitamin D levels stay low, which in turn limits calcium binding in bones and muscle contraction efficiency. The strength of personalized aging lies in recognizing that absorption is the real key, not just intake. As we age, the intestinal lining thins, digestive juices decrease, and the enzymes that break down protein, fat, and carbohydrates are produced in smaller amounts, slowing nutrient metabolism. Personalized nutrition makes sure these nutrients aren't passing through unused, but are instead optimized for the body's actual needs. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that when diets were adjusted based on genetic testing and metabolic profiles, muscle mass in adults over 65 improved significantly in just 12 weeks, compared with a control group following a standard diet. This shows the benefits go beyond slowing muscle loss. They include actually restoring muscle mass, which is critical for maintaining leg strength. When we apply personalized aging, our meal plan stops being a vague list, like eat more vegetables and fish, and becomes precise, knowing exactly how many grams of protein we need each day, how to divide it across meals, which fats to pair it with for better absorption, and the best times to eat for maximum muscle recovery. It's like tailoring a suit to our exact measurements. It fits perfectly, works effectively, and wastes nothing. A practical first step is simple. Get a basic genetic test and body composition analysis to know exactly what we're lacking and what we're getting. Too much of. Then, start adjusting with the easiest changes. Increase high-quality protein. Add omega-3 from fatty fish or seeds. Boost leafy greens rich in magnesium and calcium. Each small, well-targeted change adds up over time to a major improvement in muscle strength and the stability of our legs. 2. The benefits of personalized aging. If we think of muscle as the capital we rely on to keep moving, then sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, is like making a daily withdrawal from that account. Even more concerning, many older adults develop a more damaging variation called sarcopenic obesity, where muscle loss occurs alongside fat gain. This combination weakens the legs more quickly, reduces balance, and increases the risk of falls. Personalized aging helps reverse this trend by targeting the core factors that affect muscle mass. When diet and activity are tailored to personal data, we can both preserve existing muscle and reduce excess fat stored around muscles and joints. This is critical because fat is not just extra weight. It releases inflammatory cytokines that quietly slow muscle protein synthesis. The science behind this benefit comes from combining 3 strategies, providing enough raw materials to build muscle protein and essential amino acids, creating conditions for maximum absorption, optimizing micronutrients and meal timing, and reducing the factors that break muscle down: inflammation, oxidative stress, and inactivity. For example, if an older adult is found to have mild insulin resistance, their eating plan would focus on distributing carbohydrates wisely, paired with leucine-rich protein and omega-3 fats to improve the muscle's anabolic response. This way, muscles are being fed while avoiding a harmful internal environment. A study published in Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 65 who followed a personalized diet gained an average of 3 kilograms of muscle in 16 weeks, while also significantly reducing visceral fat. This improvement not only boosted muscle strength, but also helped control blood pressure, regulate blood sugar, and ease pressure on the knees. Think of it this way: if a bridge is already weakened, reinforcing it with stronger steel while removing excess weight makes it much more stable. With our legs, personalized aging works the same way, pouring concrete into our muscle foundation while lifting away the fat that's burdening our bones and joints. Sarcopenic obesity is like the double-edged sword of aging, losing muscle while gaining fat. Excess fat, especially visceral fat, releases inflammatory cytokines like TNF-alpha and IL-6, which accelerate muscle breakdown and create a vicious cycle. Personalized aging breaks that cycle by designing a diet that both maintains muscle and controls fat. That means a protein intake high enough to meet the body's needs, paired with healthy fats from fatty fish, nuts, and olive oil, plus complex carbs from whole grains and fiber-rich vegetables. This approach stabilizes blood sugar, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces fat accumulation, and shields muscle from chronic inflammation. 3. Why adults over 60 especially need a personalized diet. After 60, our bodies are like machines that have been running for decades, still functional, but no longer performing at peak efficiency. Subtle physiological changes begin to have a big impact, making one-size-fits-all diets less effective at maintaining muscle and overall health. The first factor is a sharp decline in nutrient absorption. The intestinal lining becomes thinner. Digestive enzyme production drops, especially lactase and lipase, making it harder to process dairy, fats, and some proteins. This means that even if we eat enough protein, our bodies may not get the optimal amount of amino acids needed to build muscle. For many older adults, stomach acid levels also fall, reducing the absorption of minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium, all critical for strong bones and muscles. At the same time, total daily energy needs drop by about 20 to 30% compared to younger years. Due to decreased muscle mass and lower activity levels, the danger is that if we keep eating the way we always have, we can end up with excess calories but not enough essential nutrients. That imbalance leads to extra fat, especially in the belly and around internal organs, while muscle continues to shrink, the perfect setup for sarcopenic obesity. Another overlooked change is how the body processes protein. Older adults become less sensitive to the anabolic signals from amino acids, meaning we need more leucine and higher quality protein than younger people to achieve the same muscle protein synthesis. This is why a personalized eating plan spaces adequate protein throughout the day, rather than loading it all into one large meal, to keep the anabolic response active all day long. On top of this, after 60, certain genes linked to chronic inflammation and oxidative stress become more active, pushing the body toward muscle breakdown. Personalized aging allows us to calm these genes through foods rich in polyphenols, omega-3 fats, and antioxidants selected specifically to match each person's genetic profile and health status. It's like caring for an older garden where the soil has lost nutrients and drains poorly. You can't treat it the same way you did when it was thriving. You need the right fertilizer, the right watering schedule, and the right pruning for each plant. For the aging body, personalized nutrition is the art of tending the soil so the muscle plants can keep growing strong and flexible. 4. How to apply personalized aging in nutrition. To make personalized aging a solid foundation for muscle health after 60, we have to see it as more than a vague idea of eating healthy. It's the process of fine-tuning our diet based on specific personal data, including genetics, nutrient absorption capacity, metabolic status, and even environmental factors. It's like having a suit custom-tailored. Two people may wear the same style, but only when it's made to fit your exact measurements does it feel and function just right. The most important starting point is assessing baseline health. Genetic testing can tell us whether our bodies are better at metabolizing fat or carbohydrates, whether we're prone to vitamin D or iron deficiencies, or if we have a higher risk for osteoporosis. These aren't luxury bits of information. They're essential data. After 60, a wrong nutritional decision can take months or even years for muscles and joints to recover from. Alongside genetic testing, regular blood work provides precise readings for serum protein, ferritin iron storage, inflammatory markers like CRP, and insulin sensitivity. These numbers aren't just for a doctor's eyes. They're the map that tells us what the body needs. For example, if CRP is high, we know to bring in anti-inflammatory foods like berries, green tea, or omega-3 rich fatty fish to bring down that low-grade inflammation, which is a key driver of muscle breakdown. From there, the diet is built to fit. If genetics reveal poor omega-3 absorption, rather than relying on questionable supplement capsules, we can place salmon, sardines, or herring on the menu at least 3 times a week, because omega-3 from whole foods is often better absorbed. If blood tests show low vitamin D and calcium, we can combine easily absorbed calcium sources like fortified milk, yogurt, or dark leafy greens, while also ensuring gentle morning sun exposure to naturally boost vitamin D. Protein is the non-negotiable pillar in personalized aging. After 60, our bodies lose the ability to store protein efficiently, so the day's intake needs to be evenly spread out. With each meal, including leucine-rich foods, the amino acid that kickstarts muscle protein synthesis, eggs, chicken breast, fish, soy, and nuts are ideal. The goal is about 1.2 to 1. 5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. But the real key is distribution, not loading it all into one meal. Personalized aging also cannot be separated from movement and sleep. If the diet is perfect but activity is minimal or sleep is poor, muscles will still waste away. Research shows that quality sleep triggers the release of growth hormone and IGF-1, both critical for muscle repair. That's why meal timing, especially a light, protein-rich dinner, is also planned to support overnight recovery. Finally, personalized aging is not a rigid set of rules. It's an ongoing process of adjusting as the body changes. 3 months ago, you may have needed more omega-3. 3 months later, you may need to prioritize anti-inflammatory foods or B vitamins if your test results shift. This approach keeps the body in an optimal state and prevents the trap of sticking to outdated eating habits that no longer match your age or health status. 5. Key food groups in personalized aging. When applying personalized aging to the diet of adults over 60, we can't stop at the generic advice of eat enough vegetables and protein. Each food group plays a specific role, and when combined the right way, they create a network of support for muscles, bones, and the neuromuscular system. Fatty fish rich in omega-3 and vitamin D, salmon, sardines, herring, and mackerel are rich in the omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA, 2 types with strong anti-inflammatory power that protect muscle cells from oxidative stress. After 60, low-grade inflammation is a major reason muscles shrink and recover more slowly. Omega-3 helps lower inflammatory markers like CRP and IL-6, improving the internal environment so muscles can rebuild more effectively. Vitamin D in fatty fish also plays a role in calcium absorption and in helping muscles contract and relax efficiently. One study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that getting omega-3 through whole foods improved grip strength and walking speed in older adults within 6 months. Dark, leafy green vegetables, spinach, kale, bok choy, and amaranth greens are packed with vitamin K important for bone health and natural nitrates, which improve blood flow to muscles. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients delivered during recovery. Antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene in these greens also protect cells from damage, lowering the risk of age-related declines in movement ability. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds provide plant-based protein, magnesium, and healthy fats. Magnesium acts like a switch to help muscles relax after contraction. Without enough, muscles are prone to stiffness and cramps, a common complaint among older adults. The monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats in nuts also help maintain healthy muscle cell membranes, ensuring smooth nutrient exchange and nerve signaling. Fortified dairy and dairy products, milk, yogurt, and low-fat cheese are complete protein sources rich in leucine, the amino acid trigger for muscle synthesis. Many dairy products today are fortified with vitamin D and calcium, delivering a combination that strengthens both bones and muscles. For those who are lactose intolerant, lactose-free milk or calcium-fortified plant milks can be used, as long as they still provide protein and essential micronutrients. Antioxidant-rich fruits, berries like blueberries and raspberries, kiwi, and tart cherries not only support sleep through natural melatonin, but also provide polyphenols that reduce inflammation and protect muscle fibers. These compounds are especially helpful for older adults who experience muscle soreness after activity, as they shorten recovery time. Bringing the food groups together, personalized aging is not just about picking the right foods, but combining them for synergy. For example, pairing salmon omega-3 plus vitamin D with kale vitamin K. Nitrates protects muscles while improving circulation. Or pairing Greek yogurt protein Pause leucine with berries, antioxidants at dinner supports muscle synthesis and inflammation control during sleep. Throughout this video, we've explored the importance of personalized nutrition or personalized aging in restoring and rebuilding leg muscle after 60. We've seen why, at this stage of life, our bodies absorb nutrients less efficiently, our energy needs shift, and why a one-size-fits-all diet simply can't meet each person's unique requirements. We also broke down 3 core benefits preserving muscle mass: lowering the risk of sarcopenic obesity, the condition where muscle loss and fat gain happen together, and improving muscle recovery after activity or injury. By applying the principles of personalized aging, such as genetic testing, metabolic assessments, and tailoring our diets toward essential nutrients like calcium, protein, and omega-3, we can bring powerful foods into our daily meals. Fatty fish, leafy greens, nuts, and fortified dairy. This isn't just theory. It's a practical, science-based approach that's easy to follow and delivers visible results. The key is to start with a clear understanding of our own bodies. We can do this by talking with a doctor or registered dietitian to check our nutritional status, then building a meal plan that aligns with our genes and actual needs. There's no need to change everything at once, just take it step by step, from making sure each meal contains enough high-quality protein, to choosing healthy fat sources, to ensuring the body is getting the vitamins and minerals it requires. If you found this information helpful and want more people to know how to protect their leg strength, share this video with friends or family. Leave a comment about the habits or foods you use to keep your legs strong. Your story might inspire someone else. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep moving forward together on this journey to living healthy, capable, and full of energy at every age.